We got business casual versus, well, not casual, business formal versus schoolboy Kragg here. And, you know, another thing about Kragg, right, is like really notably that recovery nerf that happened a couple patches ago. A lot of the Kraggs in our local scene are trying to like figure out exactly what to do about it. And I mean, there's really not much to do. It's just like a weakness is introduced that you didn't have to deal with before. And so now you have to come up with different recovery routes and just accept that they're going to be worse.
Into this game number 1 on Jules Vale. I mean, early on, like you mentioned, Storm, like the person getting momentum early on is definitely going to be taking the reins, especially with that pillar set up at ledge. You've already burned your recovery, you burned that rock. A Speder coming out the gates in a strong position.
The way out of that, right, is he just exploded.
Gone.
Okay, wall jump saved really late into that, helping Speder stay alive. Otherwise, I thought this was going to be a quick 3 stocks to 1. The way you get out of that pillar setup, right, is you got to do the wall jump and then like turn around with a nair, do something to break it.
Yeah.
But then Nushinator in that spot can also just respond. You know.
You got another rock to pass up afterwards. Speder still trying to accentuate here, trying to find that grab on the platform. Big counter comes through from Nushinator, trying to find some remnants of some momentum. So not much off of that nair too. It's like fiending for that lingering hit, but Speder's just pushing the advantage, and again, he's gonna side me at the pillar, but.
And that works to Speder's advantage, because now you got the stage control, looking to rip an up strong. Not the strong hit, gets that bicycle backside hit. But that was a strong hit, but not high enough percent here to do anything meaningful from across the stage.
Strong, not going to close it out. They're trying for something, anything here. But still going to keep this Kragg out, biding time underneath that jump up platform. The up air is still not going to do it. The Speder just coming in essentially for free, not going to get punished too hard off that jab with the forward throw.
I really like covering that tiny top platform with the rock and then retreating back when they try to avoid it. But forward, just kills. Little nod in the player cam there from Speder. He's like, yeah, okay.
Fair enough. Oh, there we go. Falling down touch there. We're finally getting some momentum here. Ooh.
Did the rock save him?
They might have, honestly. They like just barely edged the hitbox of the up strong.
It took a little off the top.
That low taper fade.
Oh, but see, this might just turn around in if you blink in a Kragg Ditto, you could just die from 3 stocks. So Nush coming up big here. As long as you have a stock, you have a chance.
Exactly. That weak back air might be all you need. Looking for that spike. Oh, but that forward arrow certainly is going to do it with the spark there at the end. I mean, Speder is doing a fantastic job of. You recognize in a matchup like this, the only thing you really have is like the grit early on, right? You don't have time to set up to play those little mind games with the rock. You're getting in there, setting up the down special, covering that center stage, and then just going in there and enforcing your pressure. So I feel like a bigger stage like this is definitely going to be to Nushinator's benefit. Get some time to breathe. Like, yo, get this guy off of him.
Yeah, and then create those pulls with the rock, reset in the situation. Okay, we got the parry. I know how to punish this move because it's my move. But not really actually too much damage off of the parry setup. But we have time to pull these rocks, as you mentioned. It's leading to big damage for Nush. And he waits the parry out on that lingering throw.
Speder trying to get in there, force situation. Once again, the double nair into the forward air coming back out. A little bit of that weight dash to close the distance. Nush still not going to find much off of that back air. Up strong. Putting in a precarious position. Now Speder slowing things down, waiting for Nushinator to step back, breaking his own rock. The betrayal is going to be putting you in the worst position possible at that ledge, but that down strong, no matter.
On this stage, with that weight profile, Kragg is going to stay alive. Oh, we're dashing in. But again, all the way across the Spire Capital. Not going to be enough to KO.
Seeing those fragments covering the air so well. There's nowhere to land. This is a no-fly zone.
Good mix-up on the recovery. Using that top platform, which looked safe, however. Covered here.
Back again, covering. Oh.
Did he bonk his head to lower the fair?
I think that was the low fragments. Like.
Oh, the fragment finished.
I think that was it. That's crazy.
Inescapable combos.
Exactly. You know, do you think they have their whole life ahead of them? Nah, the rock is coming. Order to keep you back. He's trying at 178. Speder looking to hold on to all this extra credit, especially against the schoolboy. He wants that extra credit. But the teacher is definitely not fair.
I like that mix-up with the side special on the platform there, just playing around the shield, being really ambiguous about where you're going to land. And still tech chasing really strong here. Nush needs to stop this bleeding somehow.
Oh, yeah. Speder now biding his time, not going to overextend underneath the ledge.
Ah!
Oh, no way! I mean, you didn't find the biggest punish off of that,
Yeah,
but just the double F strong.
Why not rip a third F strong? It's Kragg F strong.
Hey, you're off a full stock, bro. You might as well.
May not matter, as these up airs are getting dangerously close to a KO as well.
Speder again, not giving Nush a second to breathe. Finally going to find that landing forward air. Now with a little bit of breathing room, can we make some space here? Can we set up with a rock? Maybe get a little bit of momentum from out of the corner. Again, once again, you're back against the wall, back against the books, really.
No matter what matchup you're playing, though, you don't want to be Kragg killing someone at 200+%.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Definitely tough. I mean, Speder is doing a great job of not only forcing the pressure, but also like keeping things very close and on the ground, where typically that's not the position that Kragg is going to be to angle that kill. Or you either want to be in the sweet spot forward air range, you want to be in this position to find like nair conversions.
Right.
And Speder is right in his face.
Yeah, he's playing this like Kragg is Olympia, right?
Exactly.
Just get in there. Like
it's working out.
If you jab me or forward tilt me, you're not getting a KO. Oh, hello.
Whoa, hold on.
That was like a Galvin dare off the side, you know? Just like, oh god, I'm gone.
It's all playing. Whoa, swatting it back with the F tilt. You're still hanging on. Again, there you go. See, playing out of that range perfectly, baiting out that parry. But of course, not going to do it just yet, but Nush tossing that rock back, waiting, biding his time. You're going to close in. Not too scared of the kill options again. Just going to continue to force this pressure, forcing Nushinator again and again into the corner.
Just bleeding out. You're on a clock here if you're Nush. You need to find some kind of stop. Side special's not going to lead to anything. Woo!
Oh, that was cute. Oh,
all right.
All right. Got a little too cute. All right, Michael Jackson, enough with the wave dash. And that forward air is going to close it out, though.
Gotta say, one of the best winners round one of pools I've seen in a while. Like, both players were incredibly competent. I mean, it was a 2-0, but they both just looked really good. Hopefully, Nush is able to make that long losers run because it was just a tough draw in that Kragg Ditto, I think.
Honestly, one of the biggest issues I have with a lot of Rival 2 players is that they're not very cognizant of the stage choices they're making. They're just like, this feels good, so I'm going to go here, right? Just going off of vibes or your own personal experiences. I feel like that stage pick from on the part of Nushinator worked out perfectly because the biggest issue you had was Speder pushing things up close and playing it like Olympia, you know, where Kragg typically struggles with getting overwhelmed. Like, I'm going to be